Alright, so I woke up early so I could get some recording done because I want to keep some consistent uploads. So this is a fan that came off my old radiator that was already on the truck. So I'm going to be putting that on. I got these from Advance Auto. They're like zip ties or whatever. They go through, you put like an end on it, the end's in here. There's one of those ends. Basically, you slide that through the radiator and it holds the fan on there. And then I should be able to stick my hand up in here and slide the back end off it, trim it up. I'm gonna get a switch to hook this up to. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in here. There's probably something to make the fan work, but I am cleaning up all the wiring in this, and that way I know exactly where everything's routed. Like, this has gotta go. This is live, this is live. Yeah, so I'm gonna start by putting that fan in today and keep you guys updated. Another thing I got is I got a radio for the Samurai 2. I found this upstairs that I've had for, I don't know, years. It came with my square body that I had. So I'm going to be taking this apart. I'll show you guys how I do that too. Alright, so yeah, this is kind of the idea here. These go through, then they will go through here. This has got something going to it, I believe. Can't really remember. I kind of see it used to go out to like here. I thought it might be for the trigger switch for the starter, but that was not the case. So I trimmed it, left it. If I need it, it's there. So I should probably see if the fan works. So I got my Power Pro ball hooked up. Like I said, this thing's been sitting for like 10 years. So let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna try and one-hand this now. Look at that. That thing puts off some air. Wow. I already got some of these for my Silverado because that works awesome. Happy with that. Alright, don't chop my finger off. These are for all like my vacuum for all the turbo stuff. Like that one's gonna be left open, but basically the wastegate, the blow-off valve, reference, everything's going to be these fittings. Yeah, I got these on eBay. I got them when I bought my fittings for my Cobra. They just have like an airline that quick connects into these. I can't find the hose that came with it, so I'm gonna try my best to find it. That way I can get that installed and show you guys that. Alright, so I'm gonna pop all these fittings out to get these in. Kind of want to show people this turbo kit. Someone made this. I did not make any of this. I got all of this already done for me. I never had to touch anything. I pretty much just dropped this motor in because I had the wiring all set up for it already. Pretty cool. The wastegate exit out the back. I did do the rest of the exhaust, but from there back. It's pretty cool. He made this intake. Kind of awesome. Because usually, if I remember right, the throttle body was here, and the air filter or whatever would be over here, so it kind of makes it so easier to turbo. I like it. I put all this piping in myself. I wasn't really sure where to mount the cooler, but actually I put that piece of metal flat stock in there, drilled some holes in it, and welded it to the frame. So that worked out pretty good. I also wanted to show you guys the rock lights. I got the app working. So basically I can make it whatever color I want. You know, you can set up for music and whatever you want. I really like the blue. I know it's red truck, but I like the red, white, and blue. Makes it more like American looking. It's kind of got a red, white, and blue theme going on. I also yesterday fixed the dome light. I fixed the dome light yesterday. So I threw an LED in there. Looks cool. And actually all that was wrong with it was that fuse was missing. Someone was running power to it. I don't know really what's going on here. It's just like, it's just how it's wired. Someone else's wiring previously. That's where I put the computer. So that's sweet. I just realized blow motor was working. I must have tapped it. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's only gonna stay on one mode, but it works, so I'll have heat in this thing. That would be sweet. Another thing I did for the key for this is I took the key, I cut it a little bit so it would obviously fit. I know this looks kind of like shit, but still kind of cool, I guess. I heated up the key with the torch and just melted it in, and then I glued it. So that's pretty cool. Works awesome. It does not start with the key. It starts with this button here. This is another project I got going on. It's a 2004 CRF 50. It's got an 88 BBR kit on it. Obviously BBR exhaust. I'm gonna be throwing the skid plate on it probably today at some point. Yeah, I put all these anodized covers on because it was actually leaking out of the cam cover here. It was leaking oil. So that's all set now. I put a new chain on it, new brake rod. I painted the frame. It's got two brothers plus one front forks on it, street tires. Be a fun little toy. I have two of these. This is just one that I bought and decided to keep around just in case. It's always nice to have a spare. Alright, so I got all the fittings in, the vacuum lines ran. I put a T in because I'm going to need it for my fuel pressure regulator, but so far that's looking pretty good. Blow valve. So what I'm going to do now is, because I want to hook up my fuel pressure regulator to get this thing running right, and I think I possibly have a stuck injector, I am going to pull this fuel rail off, and I am going to use my injector machine to flow test them and see if I have a stuck injector. So I'm going to start getting this rail off. Alright, so I pulled the injectors out. I gotta fix this wire in here, and Put caps so nothing falls in.